My name is Selena, I'm a nutrition educator, and I'm back with another video. In today's lesson, we will be discussing chicken, a healthy protein choice. Then we will make a delicious chicken gumbo. All the information that I'm sharing is from the American Heart Association. So with that being said, let's get started. Let's watch a quick video about the history of chicken.
The ancestors of the contemporary chicken were wild fowl that roamed the Asian continent. Over many thousands of years, the chicken became domesticated. As recently as the early part of the 20th century, roast chicken was still considered more of a delicacy and reserved for Sunday dinners. Nowadays, chickens are an accessible and affordable source of meat and eggs. In fact, it's not uncommon for people to have a coop and a tiny flock that's thriving right in their own backyard. Chicken is popular globally as a centerpiece for all our meals, from morning to evening. This lean protein has a mild flavor that lends itself to countless delicious preparations.
When it comes to animal protein, chicken is a healthy choice. The American Heart Association recommends choosing poultry or fish rather than red meat. In general, red meats have more saturated fat than chicken. Saturated fat causes your liver to generate more cholesterol than it normally would. What is cholesterol? It's a waxy substance found in your blood. But it's not actually bad. In fact, your body needs cholesterol to build cells. It's just that too much of it can cause a problem. High cholesterol increases your risk of heart disease and stroke. There are two types of cholesterol: LDL cholesterol, which is bad, and HDL cholesterol, which is good. If you have too much of the bad cholesterol, it can build up fatty plaque in the arteries. Now, let's talk about how to purchase your poultry with care. Follow these heart-healthy tips. Always look for leaner chicken pieces with less visible fat. For ground chicken, check the label and select at least 90 to 95% lean. Skinless chicken with any visible fat removed is your best choice. If there's any skin or visible fat, remember to remove it before cooking. Choose chicken or turkey rather than duck or goose, which are high in fat. And choose white meat most often when eating poultry. Let's watch a quick video about how to trim fat from chicken.
When you're working with any meat, you want to make sure to trim any excess fat. You can use a paring knife or kitchen scissors. I'm going to use the paring knife. You're just going to want to flip it over to make sure you get all of the excess fat. Now, anytime you're working with raw meat, you want to make sure that you wash your hands and your cutting board before moving on to any other ingredients.
Now, let's watch a slightly longer video about how to properly cut a whole chicken into 8 pieces.
So, we are going to cut this chicken into 8 parts. 2 wings, which are here, 2 drumsticks and thighs, here, and here is where the breast meat is, which we will cut in half to make 2 breasts. I've already rinsed this chicken with water and have patted it dry with a paper towel so I can get a good grip on the bird. First, make sure you remove the giblets in the neck from inside the cavity. So I'm just using a regular chef's knife. If you have a boning knife, that's great too. Just make sure your knife is sharp. Okay, I like to start with the wings. So I'm just going to hold the chicken up by the wing and let gravity help out. You can see where the wing connects to the breast, and I'm just going to do a gentle cut here until I can see the end bone of the wing. Now I'm going to cut under the end of the exposed bone, just like that. There's one wing, and I'll do the same thing to the other side. Now, I also like to cut off the wing tips and discard them, like so, because there's really not a lot of meat there, so you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so onto the thighs and the drumsticks. Again, I'm going to hold the chicken by the leg and cut gently along the skin until I see where the thigh bone connects to the backbone. And now I'm just going to pop out the thigh bone out of the joint like this. Now I can cut along the back here and remove the thigh. Now I'll do the same thing to the other side. Hold the leg, gently cut until the bone is exposed, snap out the thigh bone, and pull and cut until the thigh is separated. Now, to separate the thigh from the drumstick, I'm just going to cut along this fat line here. Okay, so now I have 6 pieces, 2 wings, 2 thighs, and 2 drumsticks. So now it's time to cut the breast. Here is where the backbone is, and I'm just going to cut down both sides of the backbone and remove that. So now I'm going to put the breast with the breastbone down on the cutting board, and I'm just going to split that with my knife down the center. You'll hear a crunch. And now we have 2 breast pieces. Now, it's time to remove the skin, as most of the fat is in the skin and we don't need those extra calories. So this is basically the same method for all the pieces of chicken. Here I have a breast piece. I'm just going to grasp the skin and pull back. Sometimes a little slip of the knife between the skin and the meat will help get it going. And there you go, skin gone. And I'll do that to the remaining pieces, and then I'll give my hands a wash when I'm done before we move on with the rest of the recipe.
When you're cooking chicken, give healthier techniques a try. You don't have to deep fry to create fabulous flavors. Pan fry chicken in a small amount of oil. Use canola or olive oil instead of butter or lard. Roast a chicken in the oven, surrounding it with dry heat. Leave the skin on until it's done cooking. Remove the skin before serving. Braise chicken in a small amount of liquid on low heat and tightly covered. Poach chicken by gently immersing it in a simmering liquid. Although you can use water, you can also use fruit juice, tea, or broth to infuse the chicken with flavor. Stir fry small pieces of chicken in a large pan using a very small amount of oil. Here are some healthy ways to season and coat your chicken without adding extra sodium. Fresh and dried herbs contain no sodium and add great flavor to chicken. Rosemary, thyme, basil, and dill are all good options. Coat chicken in panko or breadcrumbs. Panko is coarser and crunchier and contains less sodium than breadcrumbs. Here are some ways that chicken is prepared around the world. Mexico has an abundance of chicken dishes, including enchiladas, which are covered with a green salsa and cream sauce. The Italians can claim many chicken dishes, including chicken parmesan, baked breaded chicken with tomato sauce and mozzarella. Doro wat is an Ethiopian chicken stew, seasoned with a fiery, spicy mixture. Chicken satay, served in Indonesia, consists of grilled chicken on skewers, accompanied by a peanut sauce. Now that you know that chicken is a healthy protein choice, let's make a delicious chicken gumbo. These are the ingredients that we will need for chicken gumbo. 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 can of tomato, 1 cup of chicken broth, 8 ounces of chicken breast, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 bay leaves, 1 green bell pepper, 1 medium onion, 1 teaspoon of thyme leaves, and 1 teaspoon of red hot pepper sauce. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Stay healthy and have a great rest of your day. Bye!